Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. Today's video is gonna be like a collection of videos. How do you like my new fairy crown? I sat down to make a new crown using these horns because I don't like the way that they came. They came on a little elastic band and they're too heavy for it, so they look kind of weird. They like droop down and hang like this, and I don't like it. But they're also too heavy for a headband, so I have to figure out plan B, which I already have, but I just need to do some stuff to make it work. And also, these make me look like I have donkey ears, which makes me look like Bottom from Midsummer Night's Dream. But if I were to move any further down, I look like I have elephant ears. So you just can't win when it comes to fairy crowns. But I actually do like it, especially since it was impromptu. So quick life update before we get into the video, which is going to be a little bit of a reading vlog. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway, so last night in my phlebotomy class, we drew each other's blood, and it was really cool. Everyone was able to draw blood on their first try. Nobody had to do a second try. There was no injuries. There was no nothing bad happened. But yeah, I was so stressed out over it. Like, oh my god, look at these blemishes. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's very crazy. So yeah, I finally got that over. It was definitely a little odd piercing skin for the first time, but it also was kind of like exhilarating. Like, I was excited and nervous at the same time, but now that I've done it, it should be a lot easier. Now all of a sudden I'm like looking at people's veins, looking at their arms, be like, oh, look at that vein. Oh my god, I could just so easily stick you. It's already freaking people out. Well, yeah, I'm already freaking people out anyway. But yeah. Then also this past weekend I was at Shadow Renaissance Fair in Sulphur Springs, and I had so much fun. It was so nice to get out and go to Renaissance Fair dressed up. Even though none of my corsets fit anymore, I'm always able to pull out some costume together that looks great. But that brings me to my next life update. After this video is done, I'm going to the gym. I have an appointment with a trainer to help me focus on what exercises I need to do to lose weight in my middle section, because I have obviously gained at least 3 inches on my waist, because that's why none of my corsets fit anymore, and I'm not happy about that because I have like $800 worth of corsets. Oh my god, my German just totally came out. $800 worth of corsets in my closet, and I'd hate to sell them and buy new ones. I would rather just like try to lose the weight and fit back in my corsets, because I mean, I have whole accessories to go, like I have outfits around my corset. So to me, to buy a whole new corset means like doing a whole new outfit. I mean, I will eventually get more corsets because like I really want a green one. Yeah. It's like, I really want a Maresca one. I want, oh my god, when it comes to Maresca, I want a fairy corset from Maresca, obviously. And they have one that's like this lavender. It looks like really light pink, not lavender to me, but it's so pretty. And then I want their regular corset. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how much I want Maresca. Anyway, so I'm doing that, and hopefully that will help. I want to tell the trainer that I want to try to focus more on free weights rather than cardio and like the machines, because I've been told that when you do free weight, like the balance that you need, that already helps out with, I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Every time I start filming, it's like my septum piercing starts itching so bad. And so it feels like it has hair on it, and I know it doesn't, but it just feels that way. Anyway, so yeah, I was told that the free weights, like with the balance that you have to hold while you handle the weights, that is already a workout in itself. And because, I mean, I stopped going to the gym in April when I got sick the second time of the year. That's when I kind of was like, you know what, I'm done. I need a break. But the first 4 months that I've been, I was just mostly focusing on cardio, like treadmill. Oh my god, that sounded horribly German. Treadmill. and the, what is it called, the elliptical walker. And yeah, and then I was focusing on like the machines for the arms and the core and legs, but like I thought I knew what I was doing, but obviously I don't. So hopefully that will help tonight. So, but what I wanted to talk to you guys about is this book right here. An Enchantment of Ravens. I've heard this book mentioned before, and I picked it up actually a couple of months ago. And I intended to read it, and then it just kind of got lost. And I didn't, even though I had lots of time, I just didn't really pick it up. It just kind of been forgotten. But the new job I have right now, it's like we have open enrollment and downtime. Right now we're in the downtime area, so we can learn what we're doing. But anyway, in the downtime area, downtime time? Sounds weird. But we can, because we're not allowed to be on our phone, so we can read. So I brought this, and even though I haven't finished Queen Mab yet, that one's taking me forever, and I don't know why, because the font's bigger, and it's only 300 pages, and the font's bigger. Like, really, if you would shrink it down to normal size, it would be 200, 250 at the most. So I don't know why it's taking me so long to read through that. But anyway, this one here, this one is by Margaret Rogerson, and the cover art, like, I was like, the cover art looked familiar, but I just couldn't place my finger on it, and sure enough, it's by Charlie Bowater, which is an artist I have loved for years. Sorry, my throat is going dry. And again, German. I don't know why my German is picking up so much in this video. Anyway, this book here, I've heard a lot of people say that they really love it, or that it's not as intriguing, as indulgent as it could be. And to me, I'm really fascinated by the last statement, because from the first page you read, it just, you're in a different world. Like, this book is like everything that I want a book to be. Like, it paints a world in your head, but it's not like, it's not like 5 pages describing a street where you're like, okay, we get it, it's a street, So, like, it has this it gives you a sense of the world that this character is in and all the surroundings, like, very fast. And also, I love the main character. Her name is Isabel. Not Isabel, Isobel. Yeah, Isobel. And she's a painter. And she paints mostly for fairies. Because apparently, in this book, the fairies are the popular kids. The popular kids that have no talent and can't do nothing, yet everybody loves them? Yeah, that's what the fairies are in this book. Like, they're just filthy rich and good looking, even though that's a clamor. But yeah, they don't know how to do anything with their hands, so they go to the humans and get stuff, and it's called The Craft, which I love, again, because it makes me think of the Craft movie, But yeah, so this book, to me, it picks up, like, as far as diving into the story, it's straight from the beginning, and it also has a really cool, different plot for the main character. She has 2 twin sisters, and oh my god, when I read that, I was like, you're kidding me right now. You are kidding me. This is great. Like, that was such a little plot twist that I was like, this is amazing. And I am halfway through. Like, I think I'm 30 pages away from being halfway through. And I started yesterday. And I really wanted to read further when I got home from class yesterday. But it was also, I had some extra time, so I was like, okay, I need to watch some YouTube, need to watch some TV. Because I really, with new job and school, I really haven't had time to do anything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to save this to when I go to work, so I have something to read in the downtime. And it has been amazing. Like, and it's easy to read. Now, because for those of you that don't know, I'm German. So there's books that frighten me to read. Like, you know, and it's like, there are words and sometimes how you phrase a sentence that it really doesn't make sense. Like, think of it like legal stuff, okay? Like, everybody's like, oh yeah, I speak English and that makes perfect sense to me. But if you get a letter that has something to do with legal stuff, you'll like read a paragraph and you're like, what does that mean? Like, I have no idea what I just read. And that's how some English books are still that way to me. Like, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, like, it's like, I'll read like a whole chapter and I'll be like, okay, what did I just read? You know, I'll read a page and I have to reread it again and reread it again because it's like I'm reading it, but my brain is not taking it in. And that's why right now, I have the Game of Thrones book here. My super awesome aunt loaned them to me. I think that's the right word. I always get loaned and borrowed mixed up, so my dad always tries to correct me and I just never get it, but I think she loaned them to me. That's right? Okay. Anyway, so I have them here, and I'm like, oh my god. And I just told my aunt, I'm like, you know, with school and work, I will have absolutely no time to read those. But now that we are in the downtime, I might take the first one with me and try to read it. You know, and see how far I get with it, and if it makes sense. And then, you know, I can try to read them. But, back to this book here. So it's like I have a slight inkling what is happening with the main fairy character. I have we've got enough pieces to where I'm like, okay, I think I know what's gonna happen, but I'm not quite sure. So I am super excited about this, and apparently this is gonna be a standalone book. It's not gonna be a series. So once I reach the end of it, that is it. Which I don't think there's been a whole lot of books that I've read that really were just a standalone book. So that is something different too. And I know I'm kind of going off topic here, but I love books, and I just last year and this year I've read The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King. And The Queen of Nothing is coming out in November, which I am really stoked about. It's from Holly Black. And then there's another book from Margaret Rogerson, which at first, after reading this, getting into this, I'm like, you know, I think I might want to read that. But it has nothing to do with fairies, so I don't know if I will or not. We'll just have to see about that. But yeah, this is, I'm almost halfway through, and I really love it. So once I'm done with it, I'm going to give you guys a full review, and hopefully you'll like it as well. I already told my new neighbor at work. Oh my god, did you hear that German? Work. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. My new neighbor at work, Lakin. I told her, I was like, oh my god, I love this book. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to bring it up here and you can read it if you want to. Because, just like in, okay, like, I don't know, when it comes to, like, fairy stories, like, a lot of it, okay, like, I joke around saying that I'm like a fairy because, okay, here's the thing. The reason why I say this, like, I will read stories like this, and it's just like, I've never really thought about it, but then I'll read stuff and I'm like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it? Like, it's like, I've known it all along, so that's why it's not surprising to me. So I'm like, okay, yes, I'm a fairy descendant. I got fairy blood in me. I know it. Yeah, whatever. I believe. I have faith. I have faith in fairies. I believe. I do. Anyway, like in, The Cruel Prince. There's this one scene where Jude, the main character, she kills one of the fairies because the fairy was trying to kill her, so it was self-defense. And then instead of like having a rotting corpse under her bed, like he was starting to turn into dirt and grass and, you know, moss. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Because fairies wouldn't just decompose like humans because they're not human. So this book, so far what I've read, it has creatures that are kind of like that, and they're kind of scary. They kind of remind me of a Wendigo, even though Wendigo is really not. But it's like, ah, God, I love this book so much. I love it so much already, and I'm not even halfway through. But this has a scene like that where it's like, oh. Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, anyway, I can't wait to finish it. I'll probably be done with it by Friday. So yeah, all right, guys. All right, I need to get ready for the gym, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great one. Cheerios, mate. That was weird. All right, bye.